So in this video, we are going to be taking a look at the PocketGo. This is probably one of the best and cheapest handhelds you can get right now. Obviously, this is not official, this is not Nintendo, this is not Sony. This is made by a company called PocketGo. It's completely custom, and it's a mini handheld that has ROMs on it. So we're going to be taking a look at this in the video. This was actually sent to me by PocketGo. I'm going to go onto my computer right now and show you their website and show you some of the features before I actually unbox it. So I will make sure to leave a link to the official PocketGo website in the description of this video. If you guys like the look of it, you can purchase one from here. You can select between 8GB or 32GB. 8GB, there's not really much of a difference in it for quite a good upgrade, so that is pretty good. And yeah, it's really cheap right now, $40, that's basically nothing, so it's very, very cheap. And this is probably one of the best quality kind of like retro handhelds I've actually seen around. Well, one that's not actually official by Nintendo or anything. So there's some information about it here. We can just have a look at some of the best settings. So it's got high quality 2.4 IPS display screen, and the cool thing about this is the screen is actually tempered glass, so that is actually very nice. Supports save states, that's always good. Add your own games via the micro SD card, and you can also upgrade the firmware, but these sort of things you can always get some like cool custom firmwares for them. There's features here, so you guys can read all of this. Now this is everything it supports. So we've got NES, Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, SNES, Sega Mega Drive, Sega Master System. Okay, PCE stands for PC Engine, so I think that's like old computer games. And then we've got Neo Geo, we've got MAME, and we've also got PlayStation 1. I'll probably make another video on testing PlayStation 1. I'm kind of curious to see how that actually would load. And here are all the specs as well, so you can see the CPU and the RAM, all of this kind of stuff. It actually supports up to 128GB SD card, so that is pretty cool. And obviously it's got TV out, that's the battery, that's dimensions, that's the weight. Literally has all of the specs on here if you're really curious about stuff. Now there is something kind of interesting. Apparently they send different colored buttons with it, so you can make it look like two different types of SNES controllers. That's very interesting. I'll be installing those buttons if mine actually came with some. We'll have a look in a minute. And yeah, there's some more information, and that's just everything that includes. So yeah, I'll leave this in the description. Obviously they sent me one for this video, so if you guys like the look of it, make sure to go and check out this link. Anyway, let's just unbox the console. Let's test out some games. It also says it doesn't come with it. Oh, there you go. Loads ROMs from micro SD card, no games preloaded. We'll check that out anyway. So let's go on to it and let's have a look at this console. I also just realised it does have some of the features on the side, but there you go. I've pretty much shown you everything over on their website anyway. So let's take a look. The first thing is the PocketGo itself. It actually comes in a nice bag, so maybe we'll have a look at the accessories first before we take that out. So we've got a piece of foam here, and in this under the cardboard we've got some stuff. So it looks like a plastic bag. Oh, it has the custom buttons in there. So let's just take everything out and let's have a look. Try not to lose anything. So we have got a basic functionalities instruction menu. So yeah, pretty much just what's on the website. You can always have a look at it right now if you want to. Then we've got the buttons. Have we got all of them? Yeah, there you go. So you can change the buttons around. Maybe I will make another video on how to do this. I probably need to take it apart, and I probably need to find a screwdriver because it's probably got some weird screws on, but we'll have a look in a second. So yeah, all the buttons, I'll put those to the side. Do not want to lose any of these. And then we have the micro USB, we've got the micro SD to USB adapter, so we can connect the SD card to our computer. Maybe I will try and like plug it in via USB cable as well and see if that does the same thing, but it might be just for charging, not too sure, but let's just have a look at it anyway, and I will be trying both of these later. Okay, so here we are onto the PocketGo, and there is the SD card. It was kind of just under the screen. So we've got a nice protective cover over the screen that will just peel off. I always love peeling these things off. Really satisfying. And yeah, there you go. This is what the console looks like. So the SD card does have the custom firmware on it, as well as all of the ROMs. But let's just have a look. So we've got left, right, SD card slot, TV out, headphones. This is for USB charging. We've got a reset button. We've got our D-pad. We've got X, Y, A, B buttons, start and select, speaker here, obviously the screen. On the side we've got the power button. On the other side we've got the volume. Nothing there. The back is completely white, which is quite cool. You could put like a sticker on it or something like that to make it look cool. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's put in the SD card. Which way around does it go? There you go, it goes that way I think. Let's just push that in. And now let's turn it on. If you try and turn it on without the SD plugged in, I believe it's just going to get stuck. You're not actually going to be able to boot into the operating system. Automatically removing... I don't know what that said. Anyway, it's booting up, and here you go. We are all very familiar with this operating system. I believe this is called revision 3, or maybe it's revision 2. I've got videos on this on my channel. Basically, you can press left and right to scroll through. So let's see what we've got. So on the first option, we have got Bard. Don't know what that is. Commander. GMU, not sure. MPlayer, that's for playing like MP4 files stuff. WizWrite, I believe that's like a text editor. WQ... X, I think that's like a, I don't know what that is. And then we've got Explorer. Explorer is just your basic file explorer, and you just press start to exit. So that's just your basic file explorer. You can explore all the files using that. There you go. On the next page, this is all of our emulators. So let's just scroll through all of these right now. So we've got Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, NES, SNES, Sega Master System / Game Gear, that plays both of those ROMs, Mega Drive, Atari, LYNX, PC Engine, PlayStation 1, MAME Arcade System, Neo Geo, DOS, WonderSwan, Game Boy Rumble, I don't know what that is, Game Boy Oh Boy, and they're just different types of emulators, possibly. And then we've got GBA Rumble, so I don't know what that is. Now it said it doesn't come with any ROMs, but if we press A to go on something, as you can see there's loads of ROMs on here. Also the screen is very nice. Sometimes I notice with these like mini handhelds, the screen really hurts my eyes after about 15 minutes. There seems to be no problem with this whatsoever. I've also got a reset button, I'll try that out in a minute. Let's press back, or is it start to exit. Game Boy Advance as well, it's got ROMs. Do you know what? Let's just load up a ROM, maybe try some quick gameplay. What have we got on here? Nice if it had Doom on here or something. I'll try and have a look, see if it's got Doom. I don't think it has. So as you can see, it doesn't have loads of ROMs. That's all of them. Should we try Wario Land? Let's just boot this up. So this is on full volume right now. So this is what the full volume sounds like. Obviously it's going through a camera, so it's not going to be that accurate. So let me just turn down the volume a bit and let's just play. So let's go on start, push start. Let's give this game some quick gameplay. Is it A? No, A loads it again, so I guess it's B or something? I don't know, why is it restarting? Oh, it was B. Have B and A been replaced around? I'm not sure. Let's give this game a quick demo. Sometimes with these things, Game Boy Advance can be a bit laggy, but we're going to try it anyway and see what it's like. Okay, so far I've noticed no issues at all. I've played this game on other handhelds and sometimes it can actually be a bit laggy. This one's getting no real frame rate drops. Let's just try and go down that pipe. There you go, works perfectly fine. No real issues with this game whatsoever, I guess, so that is always good. Okay, so the first thing is B and A around the other way. As you can see, if I press B, it does that kind of move thing. So yeah, B and A around the other way, that's a bit weird, so that can be a bit confusing on the Game Boy Advance games. That's the only issue so far. So let's press the reset button. Okay, so the reset button brings us out to the Emulators Settings, and this is the GPSP emulator. So you can press A or B on this. B. Okay, if you press B, it will restart, and then you can press start to exit. So there you go, worked perfectly fine. Have we got SNES games on here? Yes, we do. Does that mean we have ROMs for everything, even PlayStation? Okay, so no PlayStation 1 ROMs, that's kind of interesting. What about Sega Master System? We've got games on this, should we just try one of these? Fantasy Star? I think I know what game this is. Yeah, I know what this is. Okay, let's try a quick game on this, or maybe just start it up. I mean, if it runs Game Boy Advance, it's going to run this without any issues as well, so yeah, that's always a good thing. And yeah, this looks like it works perfectly fine as well. Sound's working. The screen looks very, very nice. Let's just restart. This one looks like it's working fine. Okay, so what else have we got? Have we got Neo Geo games? Yes, we have got some. So we can try Metal Slug. Is that going to load up perfectly fine? So Neo Geo games always do this kind of glitch, even on the PSPs. So if you always encounter that, it's not an issue, it's just the just the emulator itself really. Or maybe it's just Neo Geo games, because they're arcade games, aren't they? So let's just try some quick gameplay of this. How do I start this? Is it select? I never know how to start these, I just literally press random buttons to play these games. So let's try Metal Slug. I have a feeling this could encounter some lag issues because this game can be a bit laggy actually. but let's just try and play some anyway. What is it like? Is it going to lag or is it completely fine? To be honest, it doesn't look too bad. It's actually playing a bit better than it was on the PSP, to be fair. I believe on the PSP it was actually a bit laggier. There you go, it seems to be playing perfectly fine, to be fair. Wow, this is actually pretty good. Alright, so let's press the reset button again. And yeah, every emulator is different, so there you go, exit this one and start to exit. So there you go, let's have a look at the next section. The next section is Homebrew Games. So this has got Doom. I don't know if I'm going to be able to play these. I think... Oh, it does have a Doom word on. Okay, so what was the last one I played? Was it like the BitBoy or something? The BitBoy Mini? I think it's called that. That did not have words on, so let's try a new game. You go, quick game of Doom. How does Doom perform on this thing? Is it any good? So you left and right, those work as well if you're wondering. And yeah, Doom's completely playable as well. Let's just run around the map quickly. Yeah, I could definitely play Doom on this. It seems completely fine. Yes, Doom sound works. I love the Doom soundtrack, it's really cool. And yeah, these games play perfectly fine. This is really good. This is so much better than the other ones I've made videos on, to be fair. I believe this is quite new. I don't know how old this was. I have to have a look. But yeah, I believe this is quite new. So let's just press reset again. Or is it different? Okay, so reset doesn't seem to work this time. Maybe that's because it's a homebrew game. So let's press select, or is it start? Quit game. Does that work? Is it going to quit game? We'll find out in a second. And it's just come up with this. What is this? Oh, so I did quit the game. There you go. I just had to press B a few times. And then the last page is... What is that? Oh, okay, so we've got settings. We've got skin. If I show you settings right now... language, battery profile, nothing really that interesting in settings. I believe we can press B to go back. We've got skin as well, so if we go into skin we can actually change it. You can put it pretty much whatever you want. There is a few skins on here. I think that one looks quite nice, so is it, and then we can change the background as well. Oh, that one looks quite cool. Alright, let's press A to go, A to select. Is it start to go back? There you go, so you press start, and there you go. Oh, that looks really cool. Ah, this skin's really nice, look at that. It's given like the icons a lot bigger and they look really cool. So I don't know what skin that was, but you can watch and put it on. We've got about and we've got power as well. The battery is actually running very low on this. So I think what we're going to try now, that is pretty much the whole device. Very good, plays perfectly fine, sound works, very lightweight, buttons feel high quality. It feels like a high quality device. It's got a bit of weight to it. So I think I'm going to make another video where I replace the buttons, but what we can do now, I'll plug this into my computer, and if it doesn't come up with anything, what I'm going to do is disconnect the SD card and plug it in via this. So let's go and take a look at this on my computer, and yeah, let's see if we can get some ROMs off or something. Okay guys, so I've tried plugging the PocketGo in via the USB cable and it just doesn't work at all. It just ends up charging it. So what I've got is I've got the SD card inside of the SD card reader, and I'm just going to plug this in right now and we can see what it comes up with. So it's probably going to open a load of stuff. Yeah, just like I thought, it's going to come up just like this. Actually says there's a problem. I think we're just going to close it off. But it's going to come up just like this, and it wants us to format everything. Make sure you click on cancel, okay, cancel, okay. Just get rid of all of these format boxes. They're really annoying, but it does that because some of the partitions are kind of weird and they're not supported on Windows. But there you go, we're on the device. Now there's two sections. There's the boot section and the main section. The only one we really need to take a look at is the main. This is where everything is stored, including the ROMs. So the first thing I want to do is check out the ROMs. Here is the ROMs folder, and we should be able to just find the ROMs in there. And there you go. Said it didn't come with ROMs. Well, I guess that's not true because there's loads of ROMs in here. So what I've actually done is I've dragged these and I've copied them across to my computer. So this is a great way to get ROMs, I guess. I mean, are they legal? No, probably not, but there you go. They're selling them. It doesn't matter if we're the ones buying them. So yeah, all of the ROMs on here, you can copy those across to your computer if you wish. Obviously, we've got all the emulators and stuff like that on here. There's also apps on here. And yeah, this is the custom firmware. It's just like the custom firmware called Revision 3. It probably is that custom firmware anyway. And yeah, these ones are all the emulators, so you can probably find more emulators for it over on the internet. And I think there's even ROMs folders inside of these, but I don't know. But there you go, that is it. That is what happens when you plug it into your computer, and that is how you find the ROMs and stuff like that. And there you go guys, that is my review of the PocketGo. Very nice, lightweight device with it's pretty high quality, and it has plenty of different games on here. I will be making a few more videos on this because it's a pretty good device. So that's pretty much it. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. Check out PocketGo if you wish to buy one, and I will see you guys in the next one.